fresh bites, big dreams, no quit. Every day, yeah, we stick to it. Keep sticking to it.
Hello. Hello, y'all. Happy Wednesday. It's hump day. It's hump day. I'm in here with y'all. Y'all, legit. Not even playing games. I like rewatch the lives all the time. Your girl is getting super gray. Yeah. My birthday is this month. I think I'm about to go jet black. I'm about to get my. Y'all, the topic today is everything. I know I say this every day, but legit, the topic today is everything. We are talking about betrayal today. We are talking about betrayal today. Betrayal. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Come on in. Happy Wednesday. Thank you, Mama. My mom is my biggest supporter. I love my mom so much. We are talking about betrayal today. The whole purpose of me just even being on this platform is to get you from wherever you are to happiness. That's the whole purpose. And betrayal was a thing. Betrayal was a thing that we all have to deal with in life. And I want to get us to process it in a way that benefits us. That's all. So on previous lives, I have talked about people. What God has made everybody flawed. It's just the way God has designed it. I think it's designed that way to keep us aspiring for more and more. It's the way it is. What's up, Biga? What's Biga over there acting crazy? Betrayal is the words, but it opens your mind to what's real. That's right. That's right. Have I reached the age of 20? Are y'all serious? All right, guys. When we hear the word betrayal, what comes to mind? What comes to mind when we hear the word betrayal? Hello, where you chatting in from, Leon? When we hear the word betrayal, what comes to mind? What's the first thing that comes to mind? For me, I would think money discrepancies, somebody, beating you out of something, somebody backstabbing you, somebody you're in love with. Okay, so Kat said backstabbing. Okay. Somebody you're in love with, breaking your agreement. I think betrayal is a breaking of an understanding of an agreement. Are we on the same page with betrayal? Is that everybody's understanding of betrayal? Now, I want to help y'all. We can't control people. We can't control what people do to us. I know that. I'm not going to sit here and say we can prevent it. You can be victims of betrayal. It's not something we can always prevent. I do want to say there are things that we can do. For example, not hiring family, not hiring friends, right? Right? Where are we at with that? I'm not going to say, so I prefer not to do business with family and friends, but I would. I'm not the person that's like, it is true in the past, that was a rule of mine, but I would. But here's the thing. I don't know if I would hire family or friends. I don't like hiring family or friends because I'm going to be real with you. Like, it's hard for in business things to sort of like work out, or you might just need to pivot. You might need to pivot. And now you have the family or friend mad because you got to do what's best for you. That's the only reason why I just don't like hiring family and friends, because now I'm not doing what's best for me or the company because I'm considering a personal feeling towards somebody. I can't have that holding me back. I have to be able to make decisions for the business without that. So my whole point in saying that whole thing is this: it helps in limiting the risk of betrayal if you don't even sort of get into deals with family or friends. That helps. That helps. That helps. That helps. Now, if you do have to get in some sort of agreement or business deal with a family or friend, consider the source, consider who you're dealing with. If this is somebody who was never trustworthy, please don't expect them to just magically be trustworthy because that's your cousin or friend or whatever, and they're doing business with you. Do we understand? Betrayal is something that directly robs you of your happiness. That's why I'm talking about it today. This is a threat to your happiness all across the board. Betrayal and how you process the betrayal. That's what I'm here to talk about to you today, is how we process being betrayed. We have people becoming betrayed, and they are not getting it back together. Some people lose their minds. Like, they get cheated. I've seen people, you know, lose the love of their lives and lose their minds. Like, the love of their life walks out the door and they lose their mind. That's a sense of betrayal. So my mom said being betrayed sometimes make you find it hard to trust. Kat said backstabbing is her definition of betrayal. And the comment is betrayal makes me feel like I was being used and misled. Even though betrayal hurts, it also brings enlightenment. All right, I'm gonna get to that part of the betrayal. I promise I'm gonna get there. I just want to talk about some factors that can help us with not being in situations, in mental situations, to leave us open to the betrayal. When you enter into a romantic relationship with somebody, you are opening yourself up to betrayal, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Don't beat me up. Please understand that this is an option that you can be betrayed. We get into these relationships and we keep forgetting people are flawed. God made us flawed. I don't make the rules. God made us flawed. So whenever you put your happiness in the hands of another person, you already are messing up. You can't put your happiness in the hands of another human being. We all do it. Certain people make us very happy. I love my family. I love my friends. They make me very happy. They do. I have my best times when I'm with my family. I do. People are flawed. When we get into romantic relationships or in engagements with people, whatever we're doing with them, and there's a lie or there's a cheating or there's something, I'm not saying that it's that we have to expect it, but it's an option that it could happen, right? Like, we can't just get betrayed and just feel like like I hate when I hear people say not my kid, not my kid. Kids will betray you. Kids will betray you. They'll be coming home telling you they doing everything right, have you convinced. All along, they betraying you. The broken heart of a parent when they find their beloved little child is betraying them is something special. Or when people find out that their parents are really human, people be looking at their parents like they're not real people. They feel betrayed when parents do certain things or behave certain ways that are human. Humans are flawed individuals. Yeah. My mom said betrayal breaks your trust. Yep, that's true. That's very true. Now, with this, I keep saying this to you too, with humans being very flawed and with them having the ability to betray you, it becomes very special when people don't, right? That becomes a special thing. When we have people in our lives that don't ever betray us, knowing how flawed everybody is designed, that makes you appreciate your people even more. Now, some of y'all deal with betrayal on a daily basis. Some of y'all allow so much betrayal to be around you, like that's your norm. You live in pain. The pain is a norm to you. Being betrayed. Don't normalize betrayal, guys. Whatever you normalize, you perpetuate. We have to set standards for what is allowed around us. If you don't, I'm telling you right now, if you are not aware of your triggers, if you are not aware of the things that you and the people type of people you want around you, you will be at the mercy of everything available. And I'm telling you right now, the people that are most available are not the best people. I'm telling you right now, the people who are the widely requested people, they're busy. They have the best energy people, they're busy. They're booked. They don't even have time to be everywhere. So if you are not intentional about who you have around you, I can assure you, you will have anything around you, anybody around you, and it won't be to your preference. I can assure you that. Set standards and boundaries on who you have around you. The comment is if you experience betrayal, don't respond with revenge. Don't respond with revenge. However, be grateful for the truth and move on. Yeah, I want to get into this. Betrayal brings clarity. Betrayal hurts. It does. I like that comment. Once betrayal is revealed, believe it. That is so true. How is it that we get betrayed and we normalize betrayal so much just to keep the person in our lives or the drug? I call it, some people can be like a drug. And it's like to keep that around, we make excuses for the betrayal. We barely believe it. Oh, you know what? He was just busy. He was with his mother. He was. You make excuses for the betrayal. You allow it to be okay. How is that? We're not even believing the betrayal. Whew. Your nervous system feels the betrayal. I can assure you that. Your spirit, your energy feels it. Even if your mind is playing tricks on you into believing this is something good for you, your whole spirit knows that it's not. All right, y'all. Let me just talk a little bit, some more different angles about betrayal and how we are processing it. Now, here's another thing. When it comes to this, a lack of communication can seem like betrayal. Okay, no one's explaining themselves as much as they should anymore. And you can't leave room. I hate texting sometimes because there's so much room open for misinterpretation. Oh my God, the biggest wars have come about from miscommunication and misinterpretation, which leads to people feeling betrayed. What if you're experiencing pain and grief from breaking something off, from betrayal, and really it's just a lack of or a misunderstanding from a lack of communication? The comment is whatever good you were receiving prior to the betrayal. It's lost in the betrayal. Right. Got it. Okay, so I'm getting it now. I get your comment. So people are making excuses for the betrayal because they're going to lose all the benefits that they were getting prior to finding out about the betrayal. So some people just deal with it. They normalize it. They make an excuse for it because they're just not willing to lose everything that comes along with accepting that betrayal. Whoo! I've told y'all this. I told y'all everything begets itself. I'm very firm on this belief and understanding. So betrayal begets more betrayal, in my opinion. If you want to know what's likely going to happen moving forward, just look at what's happening and what has happened. That's going to give you a clear understanding of what is likely to happen moving forward, guys. Um, so we want to make sure that we are covering all bases when it comes to dealing with this. So we want to make sure we are open to the communication that comes along with understanding and that people are even worth doing it to even communicate with. Some people are just like, I don't feel like explaining myself. And people just leave it where it is. They leave you feeling the way you feel and keep it moving. Whether it's a disagreement in a business relationship, a friendship, a romantic relationship, some people don't even feel it beneficial to even waste their time talking. It's just not worth it to them. Kat said most of the time, especially when the betrayal comes from someone you love, you tend to make excuses for them and blame the people who revealed the truth instead of the person who caused the pain. Woo, that's a good one. The comment is betrayal makes you begin to question everything. So I guess it is so hard to accept the betrayal. So my mom keeps saying the total package is lost in a betrayal. Hmm. So from what I'm gathering from what y'all are saying is when betrayal strikes, depending on who it's from, it sounds like it's so painful to accept it from that actual person that you'll actually misplace it on everything else, including the messenger, including because you're losing this whole package of what came with having that person that betrayed you in your life. So instead of accepting a betrayal, you will sort of displace the blame or the responsibility of the betrayal on somebody else. You'll because of course the person who betrayed you might not even, accept the responsibility of the betrayal. How bad is that, y'all? When you are betrayed and the person not take responsibility for the betrayal, that's like doubling down on a betrayal to me. Because if you betrayed me and you said, you know what, Key, I'm so sorry. I respect you. I just and that. I was in a bad situation. I would respect that a little more than for you to betray me and then double down on it by making an excuse for it. Like, man, well, you did this to me, so I did this, or lying about it. Question: what about when you betray somebody? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What about you being in the seat of the betrayer? How are we handling that? How are we handling betraying people? Hmm? How are we handling betraying people? You're not always the victim on the side of betrayal. Sometimes you might betray other people. It's true. It's true. There are times, I'm going to be honest with you, where I didn't realize I needed to communicate more in a situation. I just didn't realize I needed to. And years later, it was described as a betrayal. I'm not always, I don't like betraying people. I do everything in my power to not betray another person, but I realize that there are still situations where people will want more from you, even if it's not irrational. It's still a sense of betrayal in their minds. So even if it's irrational to you, what they're requesting, they may still feel betrayed. And how are we handling other people feeling betrayed by us? Is my question. Cousin, what's up? You here? Okay. She keep talking about docking her pay. Cousin, I need you to come in here and talk about betrayal with me today. I think I need you in here today. So the comment is when betrayal comes from a person you thought was special in your life and had a long-term relationship with, feels like a death when it's lost. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I was thinking about doing a live on what's worse, romantic breakup or a friendship breakup, because I'm gonna be real with y'all. Two of my very close friends, it was the worst breakup I've ever seen in my life. Friendship breakup was one of the worst breakups the breakup took years. Okay. I said, y'all took longer to break up than a lot of romantic relationships. Okay. So I see a lot of people's brains when they think of betrayal is going straight to their partner, like romantic partner. I was told that the friendship breakup is harder than losing a romantic relationship. What y'all think? I don't know. I don't know. It depends on a friend. Because if a friend, some friends are just everything. Some friends are everything. These two particular friends were friends since oh my God. I think they were like 9. We're in our 40s now. Betrayal is deep rooted in dishonesty, jealousy, or envy. I hear all your explanations, but do you realize that you, in some situations, will betray someone else? No one's exempt from this. Somebody will feel like you betrayed them. We have to be self aware of this. Drea said friendship breakup has been worse than romantic breakup. See? See? Friendship breakups can be, because some friends are at the end of every relationship that you had. You could go through 2 marriages, 5 boyfriends. Mom, Mom, I'm starting to think you need some self awareness. What are you talking about? My mom said, I've never betrayed anyone. How do you know? Is that their story? I want to believe every human being has betrayed someone. I don't care who it is. As perfect as you are, mother, and I just want to call you perfect, there is somebody who feels you betrayed them at some point, Mom. Somebody. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't have to be intentional. Just you didn't have to betray them intentionally. I know like everyone's heart is in the right place, but there are times where there is a betrayal. You might have to do what's best for you, and somebody else might look at that as a betrayal to them. You understand this, right? Y'all, in doing what's best for you, there is a way to do everything. It's just a way to do everything. We're not disrespecting our elders. We're not okay, Mom, not that you know of. Okay, we'll take that. Drea says she's a Scorpio. That's why we don't betray anyone. Drea with the laughy faces. Um, there's a way we do everything, okay? Because when people are perceiving our movements as a betrayal, right? We want everything around the decision that we have to make to be respectful. I mean, that's just how it is. Like it's just so much going on, and there's so many opinions and attitudes and feelings. I mean, right now, all of us could get $5 million, right? And There are going to be people that's feeling betrayed that you didn't give them half. You understand? It's always going to be somebody that feels betrayed in situations because they feel like you should or you feel like you shouldn't. It ain't that you're setting out to be malicious to anybody. No, that's not what I mean when I say exactly betrayal. But um, with that though, our understandings of what people should be doing to and for us should not be in a way that we are setting ourselves up for betrayal. Most of our work needs to come from ourselves. We do understand that, right? Y'all know if y'all are on here with me constantly. Wait, what you responding to? All I see is laughy faces, not half though. Yeah, oh, of the 5 million. I'm saying Drea, people irrational. People be like, you got all that money, you ain't even sending me half, huh? People irrational, and then they feel like betrayed that you didn't get them half your money because they was in need, just because they was in need. Oh well, you ain't need it. I really need it, huh? Like I'm just supposed to hand over something just because you need it. This is how irrational people think, and then they call it a betrayal. If someone intentionally betrays you, and once it gets revealed, they get angry because they can't betray you anymore. Oh yeah, oh yeah, that's a big thing. Predators get mad when you figure out the game. They get mad. They get mad at you for smartening up. You've been dumb for way too long. They've been able to play the game so smooth on you for so long. You didn't know. Then when you find out, they mad that you know now. They mad that they can't play you no more. Whew, whew, the betrayal. They mad that they can't betray you no more. JSA, yep, that's how they are. People are irrational. So like I said to y'all before, it's gonna come a time where people feel like you are the one betraying them. All right, y'all, let's process this real quick. Let me just get to my main point of this. The main thing I care about is you. My mom said excess denied immediately. This is good. This is good. I hear you, mom. I hear you. This is good if people can do it. It's really hard to do because other people are like drugs, so it's hard to do. Even like a friend that's toxic to you. They know exactly what you want when you want it to bring you back in. They just know. They know your favorite food. They call you when they know it's before you even made your dinner, and they say, "Oh, girl, you know what? I just cooked," and they'll name your favorite food, pull you right back in. You know that sort of thing. I describe toxic to y'all always as this: be nice to you to pull you back in, just to be mean to you again. Nice to you just to be mean to you again. That repetitive cycle is what I call toxic. Angel, you are in the building. What's up, Angel? Angel, what was our live on yesterday? Thoughts. We talked about thoughts yesterday. It was so good. I just had a good feeling about the live yesterday. Some lives I just have a good feeling about. Today, if y'all are just getting in here, we are talking about betrayal. The old man betrayal. Don't the word betrayal just seem cold and callous? It just feel like whew, make you feel cold. Betrayal, the word. Listen, y'all. Betrayal is inevitable. It just is. It just is. It's inevitable. And Jill said, I missed it because thoughts are real. Thoughts are everything. Thoughts are everything. If you missed the live on thoughts, just go to Key Sticking to It, all one word on YouTube and click on lives, and you will see the title Thoughts. You will see all the titles. Go check everything out. But the one on thoughts was really, really good. y'all. So what I want to say is not to ever lower a standard or anything like that. What I'm instead saying is sort of expect people to be flawed. That's how people are designed. I'm almost saying to understand betrayal is on the table. I don't like people to think it's just off the table so that when it happens, the rug is swept from underneath you. Now, you have to set a standard in your life. You do. That person betraying you runs the risk of never having access to you again. That's just what it is. And if you are betraying someone else, you run the risk of never having access to that person. So you have to ask yourself, is it worth it? Is betrayal ever worth it? Hold on, Kat, I'll add her in. There are some times where we can control how much we are open and prone to betrayal. Like I said to you before, don't allow business and interactions with family and friends unnecessarily. I just don't understand. Shada, what's up, Shada? Not opening yourself up to those dynamics, I think, helps keep betrayal at bay a little bit. But when you are jumping into situations with people, you are opening yourself up to betrayal. Relationships, business dealings, anything like that, you are opening yourself up to betrayal. Be mindful of that going into any of those dynamics. All right, I'm about to bring my cousin in. What's up?
What's up?
Hi. Hey, what's up, Marshada? Where y'all at?
We was at soccer practice just ended. So
Oh,
we
how's
out
soccer
here.
going?
It went good.
You
Yeah.
winning?
No, they don't have games. It's just skills practice. And then we give out like referrals to different teams. Like if you want to join a team. We just do skill practice.
My mom said the block button is a beautiful thing. It makes it easy to move on. If you betray me, then you choose to lose me. Hey, cousins. My mom said, hey, cousins, out and about.
Yeah. Hey cousin.
Your mom in
Hey
here. Your mom
cousin.
in here too, Drea.
I just got off the phone with her. Wait, is she still on the other phone?
She on Instagram. She can see you.
Oh, she's still look, she's still on the other phone. On
Oh,
Mercedes
she on
phone.
Instagram too. She just text. She just sent me a
Yeah.
message.
Yeah. But oh man,
What you want to say about
betrayal.
betrayal?
I don't know. You summoned me in here and I'm just trying to be present so you don't dock my pay. So
Oh, your mom said she
yeah,
on both. Okay.
over there.
Your mom said she on both Instagram and texting you.
Yeah. Um so I got this back talk. So betrayal is crazy, boy. I say yes. I say yes. Y'all kids is a mess. But yeah, I've been betrayed by many of people, but I know how to be a friend. I know how this life works. And some people they just come from I don't know, like messed up backgrounds and they don't know what it takes to be a friend or a partner.
That's true.
I feel like when people constantly betray different people like throughout their life, it has to do with their environment and how they was brought up. They might that might be what they learned from their parents, you know?
My mom
So
said this is
it's
Luther
different.
janitorial services. I'm docking their pay.
Yeah.
She said facts. She said facts.
No, no, not my pay. No, not my pay. No, not my pay. I be trying. I gotta set another alarm. I got my
I'm about to start
notifications
sending
on, but
mad text messages out. I'm about to start sending mad text messages out before every stream.
yeah, I gotta set like the alarm that wake me up in the morning for 7 o'clock, so I could be here on time and I could get my full day's pay. Um,
Yeah.
but first betrayal, I don't feel like I ever betrayed anybody because I don't want to toot my own horn, but years ago people said I should toot my own horn because I'm a great friend. I'm a great
Yeah.
listener. Great problem solver. And this is not just coming from me. This is things people said to me over the years that it's like when I actually sat back and looked like, yeah, you know what, y'all are right.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to say hi to the people? He don't want to say hi, yo.
So Derek.
That's no, that's Reese. He don't want to say
Oh, okay.
hi.
Oh, he don't want to say hi to us.
Yeah,
Dang.
yeah, yeah. Yo,
All right,
come get this
cousin.
stuff. But yeah, um, my whole thing is, just be honest with people and be as honest as much as you can, especially when you over when you 20. Betrayal is the topic, especially when you over 21, you a whole grown person. The way I think is no reason for you to be dishonest about anything. You can actually tell people, look, I don't want to talk to you about that. Mind your business. But
Real red.
and just be honest with everything as much as possible. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Aiden, pick that up and take it in the
Yeah.
pod.
All right,
Yeah.
cousin. Thank you so much for coming in here.
Anytime. I'm getting full pay, right?
For sure. Top
Yeah,
dollar full pay.
all right. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm gonna get off this joint. I'm gonna set my alarm. The
All
regular
right, cool. We'll be
alarm.
on tomorrow. We won't be on Friday. We going to an event
Okay.
on Friday. All
Okay.
right. All
All
right.
right. I love y'all.
All right. Love you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, y'all. I just want to say this real quick. Like, like I said, people are irrational. There are so many irrational people. So there are going to come times where they feel you betrayed them. It's that simple. Shada said they come from different places. My mom said some people are rotten to the core and they only bring misery in return. This is so true. Some people, even when something good is going on, the betrayal is coming. So that shit. So y'all, the people in your lives, like your family, your friends. Even if you are in a relationship, you know who you are dealing with. Y'all do. There's no shocker when stuff happens, right? You know this person. Even if this person seems like the best thing in the world, there is still room for betrayal because they're human. I told y'all before about deal breakers. Have your deal breakers. If somebody is, betraying you in a way that is a deal breaker, it's over. Who cares what they come with? Betrayal is going to beget more betrayal. Betrayal directly robs you of your happiness, guys. Directly. Shada said, hurt people hurt people. Sorry, I gotta plug this door. I had to plug this door. Damn. Oh my God. Sorry, a little technical difficulty. All right. We're gonna be a little lopsided. Sheesh. Oh, I don't know if we're gonna be able to do this. Dang. Oh, I might have to hold this joint. I might have to hold this. Oh my God. Mm, mm, mm. How sad is this? I gotta hold this for a little bit, man. All right, I see the comment. Sorry, all the devices came tumbling down. This is the thing about lives. All types of stuff be happening on live, bro. All right, let's see what y'all saying. I believe love conquers hate, but intentional betrayal is a deal breaker. Yo, and Jill said, you are right over there, cousin. Everything crashing down. No, real rap. Everything is falling. Everything is falling. It's like crazy. Let me just go back live on Facebook real quick. All right, y'all. I'm gonna make some more points, and I'm gonna make some more points and get up out of here. I really want to drive this home. I really want y'all to know, like, what we talk, like my whole point, like my whole purpose for this. Okay. So happiness is our primary focus. That's my only focus when I'm talking to y'all. And I do understand that there are a lot of things that block our happiness. And betrayal, in my opinion, is something that rips the rug from underneath people. And Jill said, it's okay. We will stay with you while you hold it up. Kat, what are you talking about? Kat said, I keep on falling in and out of love with you. I got the melody real wrong. All right, y'all, listen. We are not, hold on. Listen, y'all. We have to understand that this is an option, and that when it happens, that we are equipped to deal with it. It's that simple. Betrayal is a part of life. This is something that reveals a lot to us. It reveals who we should and shouldn't have in our lives. I'm gonna be honest with you. It can get to a point. Thanks for the love, Mugga. It can get to a point where you have everybody that's in your life that is positive, supportive, always on your side. Even when they do betray you, it's not something that's like throwing you all the way off where you just can't function anymore. Because some betrayals is huge, right? Like some betrayals are bigger than others. You can have somebody cheat on you, but what if they cheat on you and give you a terminal illness, or cheat on you and rob you of all your money? Whew, that's a different level of betrayal. Am I right or wrong? But betrayal is inevitable. It is inevitable. But if we set the standard for what's around us and what we tolerate and how fast we cut things off, I feel like dealing with betrayal will get easier, and it will also limit how much you're dealing with it. You're getting betrayed more and more because you're leaving the people around you that shows you that they were capable of betraying you still in your life. They should not have any access to you once they have shown you that they are capable of betrayal. They should not have any more access to you, especially if it's super unforgivable. Exactly, Mom. My mom says some betrayal is unforgivable. Exactly. What's up, Gail? I see you on Facebook. Some betrayal we can't get past. It's that simple. Even if it's a betrayal that's forgivable, right? Sometimes we experience betrayals that, it's like, that was kind of messed up what they did. They kind of threw me under the bus. They kind of ruined my chances. They kind of did XYZ to me. If we do experience that, we have to then assess, is this something that is going to be an issue for us moving forward on a bigger scale? For me, I have a very high standard to be around me, to have access to me. It's a very high standard. You have to be very loyal to me or you can't be around me. That's just my protocol. Everybody's different. Everybody puts up with more stuff than they should do. It takes time. It takes practice to cut off what's not good for you. It does. People are so comfortable in operating in sick environments and sick situations that when they do get healthy and everything's calm and it's not fun to them anymore. It's like, wow, it's not fun. We're not arguing. There's no toxicity. You almost get bored. When your nervous system is calm and you now are bored, wow. I'd rather be alone than to have people around me that are not good for me. That took a lot of time. The whole purpose of this live today is to help you understand what betrayal is designed to do. There are some friends that are just so good to me that a small betrayal of something small, I'm not going to let that break our friendship up. I'm just not, right? Sometimes a really good friend might betray you bad. It might hit you hard. It might hit you hard. They might do something real bad. We still have to assess how much access we're going to now give to that person. If we're not going to take it all the way away, we still have to assess how much access we're going to give to them. This is important, guys. Assessing how much access people have to you constantly is an important task for every human being that's alive. We all have to keep assessing how much access we're going to give people to us according to how they're handling us at that time. People change. People go through different things. People are more trustworthy at different points of their lives. They're more toxic at different points of their lives. Your lifestyle might change, might be different from when you were hanging out in certain environments and maybe at certain ages or whatever. So we got to constantly keep adjusting who we allow access to us and how much at a time. Now, here's the thing. When you start setting those boundaries for yourself, there are going to be some people who feel like you're betraying them. Betrayal is just not something that's just happening to you. You are betraying other people in their perceived minds. Dang, she left me right when I needed her. I was just going through a divorce and I thought she should be here for me and she wasn't. They feel betrayed by you. So everybody in here that is saying that they have not betrayed anybody, it's just not accurate because someone is perceiving your actions as betrayal somewhere along the way. Because people are irrational like that. Thanks for the love on TikTok, Mugga. Mugga hit us at over 1,000 likes. I love it. Exactly. So the comment is betrayal changed the relationship. It's no longer the same. Exactly. Something should change when you're betrayed. Nothing should stay the same. You should make serious adjustments when you are betrayed. This is very true. We are not just being betrayed and then everything stays the same. So many people do this. I mean, people are living in such a triggered state of being that when things are good, when the nervous system is good, they don't even know how to process that. The good. What about a betrayal to yourself? Let's talk about it. Are we in a state of betrayal to ourselves? Y'all, we got to assess this all across the board. This is going to be very important. I think I'm gonna do like probably as far as I can see. I just want to talk a lot about our mental states. I do. I want to talk about this for a while. I want to make sure we are emotionally and mentally together. This is a direct effect on our happiness. Muga said, yes, true. When I was betrayed in my younger days, years later, the person felt betrayed. They said, see, people are irrational. I try to tell y'all, people are the most irrational beings that there are. You could be starving and they could be mad that you didn't feed them. That's just how people are. They can feel betrayed by you. That's just how people are. This is so true. Mm. In doing what's best for you guys, just be mindful the way you do things because everybody's going to perceive it the way they want. Just be mindful. Do y'all know, y'all, I can get into some dynamics when it comes to like romantic dynamics that people are not even considering as betrayal. Like they believe, but Mugga said they believe because I walked away, they felt I should have stayed. I should have said something about it first. Mugga, we just talked about that earlier in this live. I was explaining how sometimes lack of communication or maybe not giving it enough communication, people can feel a sense of betrayal from that. I mean, huge wars throughout history have started from lack of communication because there wasn't even enough technology to communicate quickly. So, one misunderstanding starts an entire war. And then when you try to rectify it, it's almost impossible to do because you can't even get the message there quick enough. But yeah, sometimes you don't have time to explain. You have to do what's best for you. You don't have time to go back and forth or even think to do that. It's so many people that we're exposed to, guys. There's so many people, and we only can see through our lens. We can only see through our day to day. We're trying to survive in our day to day. So there's so many people who look at you as strong or look at you or whatever they're looking at you as, and they're expecting something. Or if that segment of time of life, you were available to be around them, but now you're changing up. You need something different. So you can't be around as much. And they can't take it. Muga said, I really didn't say too much because how close we was. It hurt me deep. I was young. So there are two people feeling betrayed in that dynamic. You feel betrayed because you had to walk away and do what was best for you and they didn't understand. And they feel betrayed because you walked away and didn't see their pain. You see? I'm glad we're talking about this because I want people who feel like they have never betrayed somebody. I hit it on the head, okay. I want people that are telling me on this live tonight that you have never betrayed anyone to understand that it's too many feelings, emotions, perspectives for you to get through this life where people do not feel a sense of betrayal from you. It's just impossible because people don't think from your perspective. They're just thinking about themselves. They don't think about what was best for you at the time and what needed to be done. They ain't thinking that far. My mom said at this big age, knowing the truth about betrayal is more important than the loss of the relationship. So yeah, y'all, just to wrap up and sort of like drive it home and reiterate some things. Betrayal is something that tells you exactly what it is about somebody, exactly what it is about a dynamic that you might be into, a business situation. Sometimes you get betrayed in business. And the way I look at it is, if you get betrayed in business, I just say I'm thankful that it wasn't on a bigger deal. That's all I can think about. Like, or, if I'm betrayed by somebody, I count my losses and just be happy it wasn't on a bigger scale. That's all I could do. She said there are different types of betrayal. Yeah, there are some betrayals you can't come back from. It really is true. Mugga said, I have betrayed others and I'm sure they felt hurt, but at this age, I'm not dealing with betrayal. I know that's right. Yo, like, there is such a high standard to have access to me. It's not even funny. Like, it's not even worth your time. Like, people want to have access. It's not even worth it because I have high standards. It's just I just have to because I know how much value I bring to the people's lives that I have around me. So yeah, set your standards, guys. Such such your standards. I swear, if you have standards up, if your standards are up, promise you, betrayal will be limited. I can assure you, if you run a tight ship on betrayal and you cut it off every time, every as much as you can assure you, you will look around and you will have a lot of people, these people that are just they don't even thinking about betrayal. And I want to say this to y'all. It is on what's in a person's heart. Because I say this all the time. I wouldn't even betray a homeless person walking down the street because I don't want to. Like, how sick is that to go home at night knowing you betrayed somebody? That's sick. Go home and sleep like a baby knowing that you betrayed somebody. So for you to do this to somebody that you love or whatever the case, something's not right with that person. Something's just not functioning right with that person. Shayna said zero tolerance. Love it. I love it. I love that we are setting our standards up. My mom said business can be shrewd. This is true. So the fact that business can be shrewd is why I said not getting into business with family or friends is ideal. Because in business, you do have to be shrewd. You cannot make decisions based on people's feelings. The business does not care about nobody's feelings. The business don't even care about me. The business don't care about all it cares about what it needs to function and survive. That's all the business cares about. So if I have to factor in what I'm feeling with I can't factor in all those things. I have to do what's best for the business or the business won't even be here. You understand? So when you in those positions where you got to make decisions with what's best for the business, and the business affects so many entities and people, not just one person, but you have a person that's feeling like you should do what's best for them, like the one individual. I can't do what's best for just one person. That's the issue with doing business with family and friends, because they're focused on them when you have an entire business to be focused on, and what's best for them might not be best for the whole business. And I have to make a decision based on the business, not on you. Do you understand how business and family can get real shaky real quick? Mugga said, for 20 plus years, I have not dealt with anybody that I had to side eye. That's amazing. That's amazing, y'all. That's amazing. And Mugga, how amazing is that to not have to side eye anybody? Just how alleviating is that? I'd rather have one or two amazing ride or dies than to have thousands of nothings. Let me tell you how powerful having quality over quantity is. We had almost 2,500 likes on TikTok from legit one person. Do y'all see how powerful that is? As opposed to having thousands of people on there that you got that's not even solid with you. You see what I'm saying? Quality is more important than quantity, y'all. And everybody's getting sidetracked because they're focused on what it looks like on social media. Social media has created this image of more is better. It's not true. Quality is better. Quality people. That's what we need in our lives to keep our happiness intact. I keep explaining to y'all. Let me read this comment real quick. Mugga said, very as I said, I was betrayed and it cut deep, so I never wanted to feel that pain again. Mugga said, amen. My mom said, betrayal can make you Everyone, exactly. Listen, y'all, happiness is such a sensitive thing. It's not nothing to play with. Once you experience happiness, you won't let nobody, I don't care who it is, how amazing they feel, how much of an intoxicant they feel like. People can feel like a drug. I don't care how much they make you feel. Once you experience happiness, Drea said quality is definitely better. Once you experience happiness, you will not let nobody penetrate it again. And here's the thing, we have so many areas of our lives that have to be in place for us to have happiness because everything is being attacked. Everything's trying to attack that happiness, right? So we have our family, we have our health, we have our spirituality, we have business, we have our romantic life. We have so many areas of life. One thing out of whack, out of any of those areas, is a threat to our happiness. So we cannot take anything lightly. We can't play games in any area of our lives. We have to run a tight ship on everything. This is not a game. And once you experience that happiness and you see how amazing it feels, and you feel the spirit of God running through your life and the happiness that comes along with having everything together, you won't play games with it no more. You won't live in the wind. You won't live just constantly being triggered and not knowing where to go, who to be around, what places to stop yourself from being. You'll be very intentional at that point because you understand how you understand. What's up, Cam? I see you on Instagram. You start to understand how that's the happiness is everything. You'll protect that by all means necessary. That's where I want you to get to. I want you to know that all of the work starts here. It's not a quick fix. You can have all the money in the world and you won't have the happiness. It just won't come with just money. It won't come with just the best romantic partner. It won't. Everything, all of those categories have to be strong. And then you have to work every day at protecting it to experience happiness. That's how we get there, guys. That's how we get there. And we're going to keep going one live at a time, one topic at a time. Everything that I bring up is things that I think that's attacking our happiness on a daily basis. Shada said, don't play with my peace and happiness. I love it. Yeah, we protecting that with everything in us. Once we experience that, it's nothing better. And only we can give it to ourselves. No one else holds that happiness that belongs to us but us. Only we hold it. No one can give it to us. I can't expect this husband or whoever to make me happy. That's not their job. They can't do it. I'm not even giving you that much power. You will never have that much power where you hold my happiness. So the day you walk out the door, I'm just nothing. No, it's not happening. I hold the keys to my happiness. We all hold that to our own happiness. Let me calm down. I got worked up. My mom said, be serious about protecting your happiness. Look, I see you over there say, yes, Lord. I see you. All right, y'all. I love y'all. Please stay tuned. We will be dropping the first part of the Solomon story. If y'all don't know, this whole thing about the Solomon story is very important, guys. We have something going on it's actually real. This is not a game. It's really not a game. But I'm explaining the whole Solomon story. I'm going to be dropping a video, just giving y'all the first part. But real quick, 30-second synopsis, because I got to get out of here. It's my mom's dog. 30 years ago, she had bought this dog. The dog was here before my baby brother was born. Anyway, fast forward, the dog wound up going crazy. And my brother is saying that the dog was given chocolate, and he's saying I gave it to the dog. I'm saying it didn't happen. So everybody has their own story about what happened. And we're going to let y'all kind of be aware, kind of go on this ride with us or whatever. So we're going to be explaining this. I talked a little bit about it on a live yesterday. So look out for Solomon Part 1. It's going to be a clip of the live yesterday, kind of explaining what's happening. So this all got resurrected on a live I did on What You Laugh At, You Become. And I was talking about my mom laughing at a lady that cat died, and I said she was crying for years after that because her dog died. Drea said, "Not Solomon again." Drea, listen, this is a big thing. My mom talking about she took my dog out. See? All right, y'all. Well, stay tuned for the first video explaining that. We're going to have a bunch of videos kind of go. And at the end of this whole thing, there is going to be a lie detector test with a professional that's going to ask the questions to see who's been telling the truth this whole year. All these years, which is me. I've been telling the truth this whole time. So that's that. I love y'all. I will see y'all on the next live. Thank you so much. Thank y'all so much. I will see y'all on the next live. I'm